Hey, hi, hello everyone. What is up, friends? I see Ski, I see Pickle Placebo, Kibben, Sturgeon, Harrier, Examine, as well as everyone else who is currently viewing. That hydration, I definitely topped off. Got my water here, you can hear the ice. Alright, yeah, it's been a little bit, it's like, what, been a week and a half since the last stream? Just been taking a little bit of time, just for myself, I guess. The next couple of weeks, I might be just playing it a little bit more by ear as far as, like, streams go, as in, I do still want to, like, stream at least a couple of times a week, but instead of having a set schedule, I might just, like, do it on days at work and just kind of, like, announce it on Twitter. Alright, we got a replay already. We'll check that out real quick, but I do also want to dive into the event myself as well. Yeah, we'll take a look here at this replay here. Start things off from Ski. Alright, let's see what we got here. How's life? Not bad. Shoulder's a little stiff today. I guess I just slept on it weird or something. Ski, I think I actually have you added already. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Alright, let's check this out here. Oh wait, that said ranked duel. You said this was from the special event? Did that say ranked duel? I went into that really quickly. It's not public? Ah, I see. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll wait for that then, and let's oh, so we are gonna watch this one. Okay, we'll watch this one then. I saw, it looked like we were playing Snake Eyes and opened all 3 DML star there. Yeah, and the Snake Eye Ash. I mean, you know, still pretty good. And the Ash Blossom as well, in case they have like a Maxi or something. Number 5 in the finisher rank. I saw that today, actually. I was looking at the update. The update that is for, like, the usage rate stats and, like, finisher ranks and stuff. They included that for stuff like the DML Star package and all that fun stuff. Also, let's take a look at the list here. It's pretty good, pretty good. Pretty standard purist Snake Eye list here. Already posted the screenshot. Oh, in the Discord, I assume? Okay. Finisher rank, yeah, it means the last card to attack. Funnily enough, Snake Eye Ash is actually finisher rank number 9 right now. Yeah, there it is right there. Which is really funny considering it's like a level 1 monster with 800 attack points. That, of all the monsters in Master Duel, this is the 9th most often attacks per game. Like, 9, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah, there's like finisher rank, there's average damage dealt. There's played rate, and isn't there also one for like, yeah, win rate as well, of course. But it's funny, if you look at the win rate of certain cards, you'll see some of them have, like, you know, especially a lot of, like, Rika Sun Avalon cards I remember had, like, really high, like, 80%. That doesn't mean that Rika Sun Avalon has a deck has an 80% win rate. It just means when they summon the monsters at the end of their combo line, they're gonna win, like, 80% of the time. Flambridge. Flambridge is up there, too. I think Flambridge is, like, number 5, I thought it said earlier, for, like, finisher rank. It's, like, you know, it's not, like, the most important thing to pay attention to, but they're fun little stats. Yeah, putting Kiklos in the back row. I think I've done that in this matchup before. It's definitely a good way. I mean, putting monsters in the back row is such a good form of removal. Not proccing their graveyard effects, not leaving them in the graveyard to be used as a material earlier. Go format Trial Duel was a drag. I have some, like, fun ideas. One thing I will say that is neat about this Trial Duel is that it's, like, OCG GOAT format and not TCG GOAT format, which OCG GOAT format is at least a little bit more interesting. OCG GOAT format has, like, gadgets, so you can be doing that. We didn't get gadgets in TCG until, like, well, we didn't get them until the first Ancient Gear structure deck. So it was a hot minute before we got gadget cards, but they had gadget cards for a long time. I was trying to remember if Summoner Monk is legal. If Summoner Monk is legal, we can cook, but I don't think it is. I don't think it was out yet. Summoner Monk was like a Yu-Gi-Oh! R card, like from that manga, and I think that was after 2004, if I recall correctly. But we could still do like, well, we'll talk about that when we start building the deck. Yeah, holy shit. Look at this board. It's funny because the Bystials are actually not bad in this matchup sometimes. If you can, like, Bystial the IP out of the opponent's graveyard, like, during their turn 1 combo line, that's a really, really good interruption point against Snake Eye, because it'll stop a lot of their ability to disrupt you and summon a bunch of stuff by... Because if you eat the IP Masquerena, they can't, obviously, they can't go into a link on your turn, but on top of that, they can't send the Flambridge on your turn to then get a bunch of bodies and stuff. What's up, Toad? DB? No. Dueling book? Never. Ugh. Manual sim and has a chat function? I'm good, thank you. I am A-okay. Say they're going for a Kaleidoheart here. And it's also TCG. But, you know. That one's just more of a personal preference. Oh, they have a Havness for us as well. Although, to be fair, you could play Edison on Dueling book. But you could also play Edison on Omega as well. I just don't like the idea of playing an online sim and, like, having to call a judge. That feels like, you know, the computer should really be able to do that for me. We shouldn't have to get into an argument. Oh, yeah, the Ambluwhale. I don't think we had a Fire Link 2 or lower in the graveyard anyway, but the Ambluwhale is sent and not destroyed there. They go for the Fenrir. Adding Unicorn. Wow, it's tier cash. Alright, now we get to Ambluwhale, and we're gonna pop, yeah, the Kaleidoheart. Even if they get to use the effect, it's fine. Sure, building Adventure Phantom Knight, got a Royal Rusty. Oh, hell yeah. Adventure Phantom is, like, very, very good. Very good deck. It's definitely tier 3 right now. And it's, like, only gonna get better, too, because the second Water Enchantress, like, yeah, you already send it from the deck to the graveyard as part of the combo line, but, you know, it's like, it's still nice to open, because then if you open the Water Enchantress, you can send the Ragged Gloves, or just another Phantom Knight card in general, off of the Cherubini. But I usually like sending the Ragged Glove, because you never, like, you're not always, like, 100% sure what you're going to need, so it's nice to just, like, you know, have something that you can send anything. It could even be one of the trap cards, right? It's like the Mystery Box. It could be anything. It could even be a boat. Alright, Ash for the Poplar, Poplar for the Dramatic Snake Eye Chase. This is the first time I've ever seen this card activated in Master Duel. I never see anybody on this card, and I don't play it. Dramatic Snake Eye Chase. It just, like, it's interesting, because it's a card I've thought about playing, but at the same time, it's like... I mean, I don't think it's bad, I just don't know that it does a lot. I will say it's nice to have another card to be able to search off of the Poplar, but I think I'd rather play... Which I think we're also playing this, the Subversion, the normal spell. Yeah, it's right here. I think I'd play this before I play Dramatic Snake Eye Chase, but I think they're both fine cards. I don't think Dramatic Snake Eye Chase is bad. You've seen it twice before today? Yeah, it's not very common. Well, I see it in a decent amount of lists, I just don't see it, like, actually played a lot. Silvera I see all the time, the trap card. Not just in Snake Eye, but in, like, various decks, too. Yeah, so now we've very effectively just, like, ground them out of advantage, and then we're also going to be able to have the setup for the Baron, as well as already another Omni Negate in the form of the Borload, and C, and Ash Blossom. We're just shotgunning the C right now. We're not even going to, like, wait. That's good. I mean, this will be the last turn of the game, ideally, for them anyway, so. Right, we're using the Borload on the Scream, and then we're also using Formula Synchron. Right, here is the Borload, or I mean the Baron, rather. So we do negate the activation of Scream. They'll get to add a trap card, I think, if they have one, but they might not, because we already saw Crime Mill. Did they mill Soliek too? Let me see here. They did. Okay, so yeah, they don't have any trap cards left. Oh yeah, Meta Noise is in here too, so yeah, we're definitely going to just send that. Yep, and then that's going to be it from them. Snake Eye, very, very efficient. Very efficient at what it does. It's pretty good. And I think one of the best parts about it is the fact that, like, you don't even necessarily need to top deck a card. If you do work the original Sin into your combo line, then you get to just, you know, use it on the follow-up turn and just add your next play. So, alright, thank you for that submission there, Ski. Alright, let's... Okay, we have a replay from Toad as well. We're going to watch this, but I do want to get into the event. I want to build this deck and start playing games here. Alright, let's watch this from Toad here. Alright, versus the raw profile picture. I do not see one with the raw profile picture. Do you mean Cypher? Okay, so, alright. Are we gonna watch a different one then? Please do make sure we're having the right replay saves when we do the submission. Like I said, I am quite eager to get into this event myself here. The other god, Cypher. Okay. Let's see what we've got. I think after this one I will be not... I mean, you could still submit a replay if you want to, but we're not going to be watching it right away because, like I said, I am eager to start playing myself here. Okay, so we got... I imagine this is the Orcus deck. Yeah, we're on 60 cards, so we're going to start by maxing in response to Rebellion. We have the Crossout here, but, I mean, frankly, that was just a really awful time to maxi from the opponent anyway. You know, it's like, if you're... I've always said this, if you're going to maxi during the main phase, like, it's got to be in response to a summon to, like, make sure you're getting the draw, because... Not only is our opponent not getting a draw guaranteed here, but on top of that, like, it would be very easiest for us to just have a triple attack and then, like, completely ruin their hand, not give any more draws, and then just pass back. That's something that can very easily happen, especially when it's something like Rebellion, right? Which is going to add Abyssal, which could just be used on the follow-up turn. I think Rebellion is, like, Rebellion in main phase is, like, one of the worst times, probably, to activate a Maxi, to be totally honest. Now, granted, of course, it's still not, like, awful, and we just negated it here, but, like, you know, it's just one of those cards where everyone kind of thinks, like, oh, it's just Maxi, you know, what are we gonna do? Or what do you have to do, right? It's like, you just play it and win. It's like, oh, it's a little more to it than that. What are we gonna do is what I said automatically in response to our last card, Foolish, getting Ash Blossom. Holy cow. We do have a Druid Swarm here, though, so that's good. You can see opponent's Nib and 3 cards. It's gonna be Math Mech, activating Addition. And then we're going into the Link Decoder. Okay, that's interesting. Not Lingaribo. Oh, it's because we're going to Parallel Exceed. And then just go straight into the Link 3, I imagine. But we do have the Druid Swarm here. No, wait, we're going into Alambertian. Okay. Adventure Prank? Yeah, Adventure Prank is like super duper back. It'll be interesting. I'm going to have to recraft my Battle Butler, which is fine. I said when I dismantled it, I was like, you know, if there comes a day where I get to recraft this, I'll be happy. And you know what? I am happy. Because Prank Kids is a cool deck. Right, they're adding the Super Fact. I don't know why they're not, like, setting up for Lethal here. Well, I mean, to be fair, they could still set up for Lethal and just have the Super Fact as, like, a backup play, but I feel like you would want the, Equation more. Unless they're not aiming to go for Lethal here. Presentation's gotten a lot better. Thank you, I appreciate that. I don't know what this line... So, they know that we have Abyssal. I just feel like we can set up Lethal. Like, I don't know why we're setting up a Terahertz here. I feel like we definitely could have updated Jammer access code without proccing the Druid Swarm. Our opponent's doing, like, a turn 1 play on turn 2 instead of, like, winning. They're literally doing a turn 1 line instead of winning. That's really weird. I guess they had Equation already, but still, it's like... Open multiplication, I guess, but you can still... Oh, they're synchroing. Oh, interesting. Okay, but it's not in the E and Z. Yeah, because you use circular. You can't attack with anything else. What are you doing? I don't know what they're doing. They could have... They definitely could have set up update jammer access code here. They are new to MathMech. They are definitely new to MathMech. It's not. I think it's because of like not knowing the circular restriction. Doing the turn 1 line on during the turn 1 line on turn 2 is like something that I do, but I'm playing a deck I don't know very well. You know, it's like when you got the one line memorized. It's like, well, even if there is a better line, you don't know what it is. You're probably just gonna go for the turn 1 line anyway. So, but that. Definitely gives us an opportunity here to not only Chaos Angel, but then yet also send off the Druid Swarm as well. I had so much gas. Okay. Yeah, I saw that Harp Horror go to the graveyard there, so that means we get to summon out the Orcus Nightmare, and I think this is Galatea then? No, it's Dark. I forget if Galatea is 2 Orcus Mon. I guess I can look here. I was going to say, I forget if it's 2. And then we're going to take the Terahertz. 2 Orcus or a monster. Nope, 2 effects including an Orcus. It's one of those. Yeah, they definitely could have done the update Jammer Access code line. Oh, this stealing Terahertz in this matchup is so good. It's so good. Alright, we get to take out a good portion of their field. We also have the Orcus counter trap here as well. Okay, they're normal summoning Droll, linking it off for Almirage, and then I imagine trying to go for G-Golem into the... Didn't they do that last turn, though? Aren't they, like, out of stuff? No, I don't think they used G-Golem last turn. They just used, yeah, Transcode, okay. Yep, so here's the G-Golem, which I imagine we're just going to counter trap, and then they lose. It's our Terahertz. Exactly. We're sending our access code. That's good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was an awesome comeback, Toad. Thank you very much for the replay. Guess who misclicks? Did you not mean to send the what's it called, the access code there? That's funny. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I think we are going to be taking on the special regulation duels. Time Travel 2004. Means we battle with cards released in the OCG until 2004. Details can be found under event info. November 25th, 2004 to be specific. Tactics would have been live and I would be dead. I want to see the loners here. Oh my god, a Cybertech Alligator. Yeah, this was definitely past the point in time in which, like, Summon to Skull was good, right? Like, 1 tribute, 2500 attack. I mean, I guess Summon Skull is, like, not, like, the worst thing you could be doing, but, like, definitely a lot better things to be doing, too. Hell yeah, limited breaker, limited injection Fairy Lily. Pottery. I'm not crafting anything for this event, by the way. I'm definitely not wasting wasting craft materials on that. Here's a straight up poly deck. This one's straight up fusion. Oh, it's Metamorphosis too. Okay. Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. We we have like the Thousand Eyes restricting the Metamorphosis, but not the Scapegoat. That's really funny. What rarity is this anyway? Super rare? That's not terrible. And then the Horus deck. I've actually heard about this one. I've heard people talking about playing this one. Royal Decree. This card was out in the OCG in 2004. I did not know that. We didn't get this card until Dark Beginning. No, we got it in like a tournament pack or something. It was not commonly accessible until definitely after 2004 in the TCG. So yeah, of course here the idea is like Horus level 8 and Royal Decree, no spell or trap cards. I think there's even like a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX episode about that combo. Classic combo. I hate it, ban it. I mean, it's illegal now. You can play it in ranked too. Okay, what are we gonna make for this event? So I did have an idea, but is Summoner Monk out? No, it's not, is it? Nah, Summoner Monk is not. So I was gonna play. I guess I could still play Sacred Crane. The idea behind that deck, right, is that we have Sacred Crane. You can get this card out with, like, Reasoning. Yep, which is at 3, of course, and then Monster Gate. Nope. Monster Gate, which is also at 3. Yep, at 3. And, yeah, with Summoner Monk, it's really nice, though, because you can, like, just summon the Sacred Crane with the Summoner Monk, and that's also a light and a dark right there. But this might not still be bad. I mean, what rarity is Dark Magician of Chaos? It's a normal? Oh my god, we're so in. Hell yeah. Oh my god, I'm definitely playing this card. You know what? Let's play something. Let's play something fun. Let's play something like that resembles like Jesus, I misspelled it the same way. Let's play something that like resembles a combo deck. Do some Sacred Crane action. We should probably have another dark monster to be. Well, we can go to like Jinzo is really good to reasoning or gate into. Premature Burial would be really good in this deck, but I have to imagine that's a UR, and I'm not about to craft it. Yep, it is, and I'm not. Let's see. Oh, Cyberstein, that was the other thing. Cyberstein, hell yeah, I finally get to use these again. Hell yeah, I say. Hang on. Is there any chance this card is out? Oh, that's actually another deck you could play, by the way. Gearfried the Iron Knight plus Smoke Grenade. Fuck, I want to play that deck because I have 2 roll Smoke Grenades, actually. Plus Blast with Chain. This is a real deck that's hopped as Shonen Jump back in the day once. Shit, oh my god. Okay, if I have the Royal Smoke Grenades, I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, this is happening. No, that's not how you spell it. Alright, Rhoda's at 2. I'm not crafting another one. I'm not crafting a second Rhoda. Metamorph plus Thousand Eyes? We don't necessarily have to jam it. Like, how much? What is Mystical Space Siphon at? At 1, that's what I thought. Okay. Well, what was in that deck that, like, here, let me, Gearfried, Smoke Grenade, SJC deck. Anti-Meta Warriors. No, it's not this deck. I mean, this deck is fine. Gearfried Hand Control. Here we go, top 8, Shonen Jump. Oh, this was in 2006. Hang on, let me see this list here. Alright, I found it. Let me throw it up here. From this random forum post in 2006. Top 8 Shonen Jump Austin. Matte Steel. Topped with 3 Gearfried, 2 Exiled Forests. I mean, most of this stuff's right. Iron Blacksmith Kotetsu. I was wondering if there was a way to search equip spells. Is that... Yeah, let's fucking go. It's legal. Let's go. It's a Bob strength. What a goated deck. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's look at this some more. Let's take a look at this list here. Gearfried, 2 Exiled Forest, CD War Lady, and Assailant. Swordsman level 2 makes sense. Knight Assailant, Kotetsu, which is legal. This is when Cyber Dragon was out. I don't think... Is Cyber Dragon... No, Cyber Dragon surely isn't in this format, right? It's a level 2. It sure is. Mobius, Sangan, Smoke Grenades, Pot of Avarice, Graceful Charity. We're not crafting this. I don't think Pot of Avarice was out at the time. Premature Barrel would be good, but I'm not... Well, would it really be that much better? Last Will is legal. Half a spell. Yeah, exactly. Call the Haunted. Yep, here's the Blast with Chains. Just random, totally random fusions in the fusion deck. It's still called the fucking fusion deck. By the way, it's not called the extra deck, it's called the fusion deck. The gold in the side deck is super funny. I think this was if you played against, like, Empty Jar or something like that. And then, or, like, decks that would try to discard you a lot. Like, even a mirror match or something. And then they discard your gold. How many one-of cards you're going to have? We'll find out here. Let me bring this back over here so I can look at this while also... Yeah, I'll throw one of these in. Why not? I might just, like, copy this list, honestly. Oh, Exiled Force is at 1. Wow. Okay, what about DD cards? DD War Lady's at 3. DD Assailant is also at 3. But Warrior Lady, I feel like, is just better. Because this is, after damage calc when this card battles an opponent's monster, you can banish that card, and the monster and also this card. This card is destroyed by battle. Yeah, this one has to be destroyed, but this one doesn't necessarily. So that makes the Warrior Lady, like, a little bit more flexible. It's from Elemental Energy, so no OCG go. Got it. Has an extra Monster Zone blanked. Is DD Crow in the format? It's not. Nope, these are all the DD cards that are legal right now. Or, I mean, you know what I mean, at the time. Which looks like all the ones from Invasion of Chaos and before. And then DD Assailant was a video game promo. I believe this was in the Dungeon Dice Monsters Game Boy Advance game, if I recall correctly. Let's see what else we have here. I'll start with the Warrior Ladies. I might put Assailant in. Magician of Faith is definitely going in. Maybe we'll start with a couple of copies. Lily. Yeah, we'll play Injection Fairy Lily. No, not Barrel Lily. Breaker? Sure, why not? And Sangan is banned. Shit, okay. Mobius. Play a couple of copies of that. Treeborn isn't out yet, I don't think, in the OCG in this point in time. I might not play these then. We'll see. I could just play Jinzo instead. Let's see. Is Enemy Controller? I don't know. Enemy Controller is Ancient Sanctuary. If this comes out at Invasion of Chaos, then Enemy Controller is literally one set away from not being out. No, it's out. Okay, good. We'll play a couple of copies of that. Last Will. What rarity is that card? It's banned. Okay, never mind. This is a really cool GOAT format card, actually. This card is not bad. Oh, shit. I see a sub there that was from... Who's that from? I missed the banner. What did that say? It's not showing in my activity feed. Why does that happen sometimes? No, I clicked back on the Twitch page right as the banner was going away. Yeah, I don't know why that's not showing up in my activity feed. I'm sorry to whoever subbed. I didn't see that there. We're gonna play Nolan of Crossout? Probably, I imagine we do. But thank you very much to the sub there. Again, I don't know why Twitch does this sometimes. Oh, there's a resub from ThickNick26. Thank you very much. That one went through. But I don't know if that was also the one that went through for the sub goal or not. I don't know, it's weird. I'm such a Twitch scrub. I am too. I don't know what the fuck's going on this site half the time. Okay, oh shit, Mirror Force is banned. Alright. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Just play Torrential. Maybe Bottomless. Is that 3 still? But what did this deck play? Oh, Ring of Destruction. Is that legal? I think that's like only a rare. Yeah, it's legal. And it's only a rare. Book of Moon. We can definitely play some Book of Moon. I think we need more monsters, though. Like, let's see. There's Mystic. So this, I mean, this deck is really a variant on, like, the anti-meta warrior deck. Night Assailant. Oh, yeah, we can use a Mask of Darkness. That'll help us recycle our Blast with Chains. Iron Blacksmith, we already have a copy of it. It's so funny. Let's see here. Marauding Captain. We could do Marauding Captain. Smashing Ground. We could do Smashing Ground. I'm trying to think. What else? Stein. Oh, there is also Stein. I feel like Cyber Sign is too good not to play, honestly. Like, am I crafting it? Hell no, I'm not crafting into the URs. Are you kidding me? No. Yeah, Cyber Sign. What's up, Jarius? Like, how much does it actually do in a deck like this? You know what I mean? The Stein, I mean. Sinister Serpent. Oh, yeah, we could do... Is that one of you are? Also, how much discard fodder do we have? I mean, I guess to be fair... Hang on. Oh, hell yeah, I even have one. It's only an SR. Like, even if you're not, like, discard... Oh, what are we discarding it with, though? That's the thing. I guess we could just still tribute it off, like, Econ or something. It's a level 1 for Metamorphosis. We could do that. And play like another Magician of Faith. And just kind of like jam. Yeah, you know what? Dust Tornado is actually a great call if we're not going to craft like Heavy Storm and that fun stuff. We'll play a couple of copies of that. We could play like... Was I thinking about earlier? Bottomless? We could like just throw a couple of those in for S's and G's. I mean, you can also Metamorphosis cards other than level 1s. Like, you can Metamorphosis, you know, any number of levels. Raigeki Break? Raigeki itself isn't legal, is it? No. I mean, I guess we have 40 right here. Duster? Looks like Duster is banned, yeah. Okay. Not making glossies. You can see... If you ever wonder why I have almost no rare crafting materials, it's because I make glossies for my decks. And it's a horrible habit, and don't ever start it. Let's see. Oh, BLS, you're right. I actually don't think I have... Because I don't think I got any of the Gaia structure deck. But I can just... You know what? That one... I know I said I was going to craft anything, but dropping 500 gems on a structure deck is definitely different. And I think this will also give me the Link 3, which I don't have yet. Isn't the BLS Link 3 in this deck? It is, yeah. I don't have one of these yet, so that would be nice to have. And because this has... Yeah, this has it right here. Hey, what's up, Morgana? Yeah, I get a free Chaos Space, too. I'll buy one of these. It's only 500 gems. And like I said, we get the Link 3, too. So I can justify that. Okay, so... I think our light and dark ratio is probably fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. We have Magician of Faith and DD Warrior Ladies for our lights. We can probably take out, like, a Bottomless for the BLS. Could also play, what's Chaos Stork at? 3? I mean, we're not, like, that much of a Chaos deck, but I think even if you're not that much of a Chaos deck, it's, like... Actually, how many Darks do we have? We have enough, right? We have Mask of Darkness. That's Fire. That's Dark. That's Dark. That's Dark. That's enough. Okay. Yeah, that's why a decent amount of people have BLS. You crafted them? No! Oh, no! Yeah, I think one BLS is fine. It's like, we don't need to go for a full Chaos Suite for a deck like this. We do need some fusion monsters for Metamorphosis, though. What levels do we have? We have 1, 2... There's no level 2 fusions, actually. I don't know why I still know that, but I do. I think Hugin was the first level... No. The first level 2 fusion monster was, like, really recent. I think it was Alvain. I think Alvain and Hugin are, like, the only 2 level 2 fusion monsters, which is kind of wild. Okay, so we have levels 1, 3, 4, and 6. 1, 3, 4, and 6. There is a normal. I'm pretty sure there's not. I'm very sure there's not, actually. Let me take a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We have an 8 as well. Oh, it doesn't go in order of level. Here we go. I can make it go in order of level. Nope. 1 goes straight from 1 to 3. I'm pretty sure either Alvain or Hugin is the first level 2 fusion monster. There just was not one for a very, 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 very long time. Donzalug. Ooh, that's a good call. That's a great call, actually. I'll even make another one of these, actually. Just play 2. Yeah, let me... Donnie Z! Gotta fit in at least one Donzalug. I feel like take out, a DD... Well, but I like having the lights. How much do we really need? I kinda like all this stuff, actually. Maybe Mystic Swordsman level 2 and 2 Nulman of Crossout isn't super needed. But I like having the monster version. But I think that means we can take out, like, a Nulman of Crossout and just play, like, a DD Warrior Lady. Fairy Lady's kind of shitty. It's not like the best, but sometimes you just need the buff, honestly, like a big monster. Time Magic Hammer is level 2, but can be similar with meta anyway. Tensai Patu, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. What's up, Sally? How's it going? Oh, I don't have alert command set up. Apologies, but hope you are doing well. Let's see. Fusion. And let's see. Well, can I even Metamorphosis a level 8? No, there I can. There is no level limit on it. But this must be Fusion summoned. This must first be Special summoned. Gatling Gun, or Gatling Dragon, which is a UR. I didn't realize that, but I can play that. 800 attack equip spell that is indestructible. Nah, see, the whole point is we want equip spells that we want to be destroyed on Gearfried. Because Smoke Grenade lets us hand rip when it's destroyed, and then Blast of Chain destroys a card when it's destroyed. So, like, we want stuff that's going to fall off of Gearfried. That's the whole point of this deck, which I think is really, really cool. Especially for, like, this era of Yu-Gi-Oh! To, like, yeah, I think it's just a really, really neat concept. Okay, Crimson Sunbird is the strongest. Level 6. Is it really? I guess in terms of attack points, but, I mean, this has a relevant effect. Oh, Chimera was out on the OCG. We did not get this card in the TCG for, like, a long while. I think we got Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast, in, like, Duelist Pack Yugi in, like, 5D's era. It was a hot minute before we got this card. I remember that. I mean, every kid wants to build a Yugi deck, and it's like, for a long time, we just did not have cards that he used, you know? Makes Gearfried harder to kill in battle. I mean, that is fair, but also 1800 for level 4 is still pretty good for this point in time. And as far as, like, killing stuff in battle, that's, like, Furry Lily can help with that, Warrior Lady can help with that, Exiled Forest can help with that. I'm not saying, like, I won't ever play it, but it's not, like, super high consideration at the moment. What do we have down here? Oh, Chama King, I'm not crafting that. DD Warrior Lady's been the biggest headache. Hated running into Marshmallow for time duels. Marshmallow's another card we didn't have back in the day in the TCG. Oh, here's the other level 6 I was looking for, Ryu Senshi. Level 4 fusions, I don't think there's, like, any that have any, like, noteworthy effects, so I don't know, just throw in, like, sure. Same for 3s, it's just, like, Skull Warrior, I guess. Why not? Yeah, I mean, you're literally always going to go for this, and maybe one of these sometimes. We're not playing any level 5s for Dark Balter, are we? Oh no, because Cyber Dragon isn't out yet. That makes sense. Okay. What is this? Skullbird? This is definitely no. There's a lot of weird, like, OCG vanilla cards in here that there's, like, the ones that I don't recognize from when I was a kid, like this one. But I do, but only from the video games, right? And when I was a kid, I knew these random vanillas as, like, video game exclusive cards. I didn't really have a concept of, like, OCG versus TCG. I don't know, we'll just, like, throw random stuff in here for the rest of it. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Yeah, we'll just do that, I guess. Alright. Let's play. Forbidden Memories staple. I actually didn't have a PlayStation when I was a kid, so I didn't play Forbidden Memories. I played all the Game Boy ones. Like Dark Duel Story. I like almost every Game Boy Yu-Gi-Oh game. Even though I had a GameCube, I never got the one for. See, when I was a kid, I didn't like the Yu-Gi-Oh games where you didn't play real Yu-Gi-Oh. I always was looking to play real Yu-Gi-Oh. Ah, hell yeah, we got the Kotetsu. Oh my god, we draw on turn 1. That was a little jarring for a second there. We got the Kotetsu. We can grab, like, one of our smoke grenades maybe or something. I don't know. I actually don't really want to set everything. I really shouldn't have set this Torrential, actually. I can just pass here. Doing toxic funny things in the duel trials. Alright, Upstart. You wanted to play the game Yu-Gi-Oh? Why? It's just, isn't it funny how many, like, Yu-Gi-Oh games out there weren't about actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh? It's kind of wild. Finally get to use these again for something. Come on, let's just top deck a Gearfried here. Although, to be fair, we'd still get it banished by the DD Warrior Lady. Oh my god, we actually ripped Gearfried. I could... You know what I could do? I could summon Gearfried, equip Smoke Grenade, hand rip, when they set Book of Moon, when they go to battle, book it, and then on the next turn, I can just Mystic Swords in level 2 over it. That's pretty good. Yep, and then that activates, and now this falls off. Now I get to hand rip. It's so gross. It's so good. What is this hand? Look at their hand. Okay, so they just have a bunch of rats in hand. Got it. Rats. Yeah, really though. Fucking rats. That's so fucking funny. Just look at their hand and it's all rats. Oh, where's Shiggy's? Where's Shiggy's when you need her? Oh my god. Alright, so yeah, they go to battle with the Warrior Lady. I'm gonna Book of Moon it, and then next turn I can, Swordsman level... I think that works. I think I can Swordsman level 2 at the start of the damage step. I think that works. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so they have a face down card. I'm a little anxious about battling into this giant rat. I might not even do it, honestly. Which sounds kind of funny, but like... Oh, well, you know what? That's really good. You know what I could do? I could summon Sinister Serpent. Well, but then I'd have to give them their Warrior Lady back. Okay, I think I'm just going to normal summon Mystic Swordsman level 2, battle into the Warrior Lady, not battle into the Giant Rat, which sounds weird, but I think might actually be right. I'll make them do it. Oh, it's Cylinder. Okay. The rat searches a... It summons a level 4... It summons a level... Or a, it's not level 4. Any Earth monster with 15 or less attack from deck. I'm worried about them grabbing Exiled Force and then popping one of my monsters. Although if I'm worried about that, maybe... Okay, but I knew these are both giant rats. This is actually a really interesting position. I could battle into DD Warrior Lady and trade it for my Gearfried, but then they can normal summon and kind of just run me over with their army of rats. If I don't battle, then they kind of just do that anyway. I have Econ. How can I best use Econ to my advantage here? I could... There's not a whole lot I can do with it in this situation, unfortunately. If I could take DD Warrior Lady and banish a rat, that would be fine, but it's like... Gadgets are Earth. Oh, they could summon gadgets, yeah. I don't think I actually want to battle here. Yeah. That was a really good magic cylinder, actually. That fucked me up. Not even the damage, just the simple attack negate. Just kind of like... Got me there. Yep, there's the Warrior Lady. There's another rat. You know, I could just turn the Warrior Lady to defense mode, and then they won't be able to, like, totally, again, just, like, run me over here. Yeah, I think that's the play. They're not running their rats in, which is kind of interesting to me, honestly. Magician of Faith, we could pick back up the Smoke Grenade, but... Hmm. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? I have an idea. I'm thinking about battling Gearfried into Warrior Lady and just setting my Warrior Lady. Because I don't think they don't really have an out to that right now. They could, maybe they don't have a target. Maybe they're only playing rats, or maybe they drew their target. Just get this Warrior Lady off the field. It's true, Warrior Lady is like often a headache a lot of the time. Setting Warrior Lady is a little risky, actually. Because it can Nolman or Mystic Swords in level 2. I might have just summoned it. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should have just summoned her. There's the fucking rat squad coming in. Alright, let's see what we get here. Call of the Haunted. Okay, well that can... oh, no, it can't really do much because Gearfried and Warrior Lady got banished. Okay, well... Swords of Revealing Light. Would be funny, yeah. Creature swap. Okay. I guess that's fine. Actually, that's not fine. Because what they can do... This is actually... pretty legit strategy. Now they can, like, crash their rats into each other and summon a couple of monsters. They also get to flip my Magician of Faith, get back their MST, and MST my Call of the Haunted. Or not, that's fine too. You get both of these. Activate your skill, time to cheat the game. I mean, that's kind of what that's how I view Duel Links a lot of the time, honestly. Oh, this is another good reason to have Injection Fairy Lily, by the way. Summonable off of Giant Rat. Earth Toolbox, this is a very legit deck. Ah, but it summons in attack position, so it's like, it doesn't even matter what I bring back. Yeah, they can just have it. Damn. I thought I was in the clear when I saw 3 giant rats, but you know that DD Warrior Lady. That DD Warrior Lady was pretty brutal, honestly. Let me see. Yeah, let me just go back in here and let's just go again. We're playing the old 5Ds games that would keep locking my zones with Call the Haunted. Yeah. First time using Thousand Dies, didn't know Slug of a face down monster keeps them that way. Yep. It's interesting, right? This person's got the right idea with the Book of Moon, mate. The deck I'm currently using is called Pac-Man. I know Pac-Man. That's the deck with, like, where you flip stuff down and up a lot with, like, Death Dakota to draw a card, Swarm of Scarabs. Wow, Gearfried. Please, Gearfried. Oh my god. Please! Ah, no Gearfried. And then Swarm of Scarabs and Locust. Scarab destroys a monster, and then Locust is a back row, I think. And then... Ooh. Oh, okay. That was just my alarm. That was my alarm reminding me to, like, change my settings for the stream. But then I ended up streaming a little bit earlier than I thought I was going to today. Normal summon a red gadget. Yeah, gadgets are, like, pretty good, honestly, for this point in time. Royal Oppression gadget, in particular, is, like, very interesting. Okay, opponent probably knows what I have face down now. Okay, end phase. We'll do the second one. What's up, Tasha? Thank you very much for the resub. 4 months and the baby is born. What are we naming them? Oh, wow. Congratulations. What are you naming them? That's a good question. What are you naming them? What's your honest impression of Go? Do you like it or not? I'm not, like, the biggest fan. Wow, there's really not a level 3 fusion monster with more than 1300 attack, is there? It's 5 of us. Oh, for your sub-anniversary. Got it. You got me there. What do I think of Goat? I think it's kind of boring, honestly. Like, and this is coming from a Yu-Gi boomer. I lived this format, by the way. Not just like, oh my god, mechanical chase. We're past the point of mechanical chaser being good, by the way. By the way, in case you didn't know that. Yeah, what if we destroy the mechanical chaser anyway? But yeah, I'm such a Yu-Gi boomer that I played when Tournament Pack 1, with this being given out, was being given out at my locals with the mechanical chaser in it. That was the first locals I ever played in. It was like, it was a KB Toys, but the KB Toys was too small to actually have the locals. So they would always have it at the Panera next door instead. And I remember getting Tournament Pack 1s and people being like, oh, there's this card called Mechanical Chaser you could pull. So, like, I don't know, you know, it's like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has evolved so much, and I think it's just, frankly, a lot more interesting. I just don't find Go format, like, very engaging, honestly. Well, the thing is, too, like, you know, a lot of people have nostalgia for, like, this point in time, but it's like, people weren't playing decks like this for the most part, you know? People were playing, like, playground decks. Which I definitely understand the nostalgia for that. But, like, as a format, like, as an actual format, like, I don't think Goat's that fun. I think Edison is way better. It's like a normal favor do an Edison event. I am really hoping they do an Edison event, honestly. Alright, we have a monster that can outmuscle the gadgets now. Although, to be fair, it'd probably be really easy for them to have, like, Sakuretsu armor. I mean, I guess Deep Prison isn't a thing, and we have the, Call of the Haunted, so it's like, might as well just battle here. You know what's funny? You know what I could do, actually? I have an idea. It might even be a good one. Tegu Plant over Edison. Why? Because Edison cuts off right before everything I want to play. That's fair. That's definitely fair. It's like, Shining Darkness might not have been as interesting as Edison, but there were a lot of things that followed that were. Hell yeah. You know what? This destroys any card on the field. Cool, now we get to pop one of their back row and rip 2 of the cards in their hand. And then we're going to call the Haunted DD Warrior Lady back anyway. Oh wait, why didn't any of those go off? What? Oh, by a card effect. By a card effect. It's gotta be by a card effect. It's not just when they fall off. Dang. I thought we were gonna have huge value there, but alas, no such luck. But yeah, like, Shining Darkness, all that really brought was Infernities and Dark Soul. But I think, was D-Rev the set after Shining Darkness? No, we don't want to activate this. Because that did bring, like, interesting staples. That brought in Valor, that brought in Duality, that brought in Warning. And then also just generally expanding on, like, synchro strategies as well. Formula Synchron, I think, was also D-Rev, actually, wasn't it? Wow, that set did a lot. Oh my god, priority's not a thing. Priority's not a thing. I can ring the tribe. Oh, never mind, they have a Solemn. RIP. That's gonna be surrender from us. I'm gonna keep trying with this deck. There are definitely better things we could be playing, but I wanna play my Royal Smoke Grenades. This is probably the last chance I'm ever gonna get to play my Royal Smoke Grenades again, so. Tengu Plant also because my pet deck was playable. Seems people have woken up to it recently. Ooh, what deck is that? I think around that time I remember... Hang on. We're going first here. I think we've won every coin flip too, it's funny. Set 3, 1 face down monster, heavy storm, no one cross out. Scraps. Oh hell yeah! That's awesome! I actually, fun fact, I topped a regional with Scraps back in the day. They said I was crazy. They said that deck was bad. I told them, nuh-uh, that deck is definitely good. What are you talking about? And then, yeah. I remember I had a build... Okay, should I set Warrior Lady or Knight Assailant here? I'm gonna set... I'm gonna set Knight Assailant. I remember my build, too. Because I teched to this, like, dark package, right? Because Level Eater was still legal. And it's like, Level Eater was insane with Scraps. Because you could use it on the, Scrap Dragon, and then you'd have a free pop target, or unless you were gonna like synchro, right? So I also played like Armageddon Knight and Plague Spreader, just to have more stuff to dump into the yard. Okay, this might be one of the loners actually. Oh, it's Metamorphosis on the Fusilier. I see, I see. Got target dragon monsters with card effects. Okay. Alright, this is pretty cool. I won't lie. This is actually pretty neat. Target a monster on the field. This one does not target that. Okay. Alright, it's also a dark into the yard. This targets. Wow, that actually does target. Let's see. I could normal summon DD Warrior Lady and run into the King Dragoon, right? Now I could either banish both her and the King Dragoon, or I could just let her go to the yard and summon BLS. BLS can't banish either of these though, because BLS is banished targets. This is an interesting situation. I think I could also set DD Warrior Lady and summon BLS on the next turn. The pro to that would be I would get to summon BLS and also do a normal summon on the same turn for something else, but it's like, doesn't really do a lot here. I'm gonna do it this way. Royal Decree is actually, honestly, 100% fine with me in this situation. A lot of the reason I just set the DD Warrior Lady is because I thought this was going to be, like, I don't know, something that, like, would make, you know, the BLS not as effective. But now I'll take these direct attacks. Yeah, this will go to the graveyard. Yep. And the next turn I can summon BLS and run over 2 of their things. I still have Econ as well. And I can normal summon one of these. I can Exiled Force their last monster if I wanted to. Fighting the urge to not waste all my UR points. What's up, Golden Turns? Thank you very much for that resub. Hope you are doing well. I do have a Dust Tornado in here. Even if the Royal Decree is up, I could flip the Mask of Restrict and, like, you know, just, like, get a card back, I guess, if nothing else, so. I don't think Heavy Storm and Snatch Show are a waste given the recent TCG and OCG list. That's funny. I hope they do get unbanned for your sake. Wow, they're battling into the face down monster. That's interesting. And also, you know what? I could turn this to defense mode, but there's not really much of a point to doing that, so it's fine. You've already won. Yeah, pretty much, honestly. Like, oh, hey, what's up, Foxy? Yeah, I don't really know what else they're gonna do here. I'm probably just gonna banish this face down monster. And I can just set that. Oh, that's cute. I have Sinister Serpent and Econ now. I can also Exiled Force the face down. A second attack. It doesn't even have to be against a monster. So I think I will actually just summon Exiled Force here. And use it on the face down. Cool. Oh yeah, we have to actually activate the effect. Yeah, their World Decree is actually putting in a lot of work for me, honestly. I'll still set this, I guess, in case I draw like MST or something, but... It's good to see you streaming again. Thank you, Ski. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. I appreciate you being here. Horus's Servant. Okay, so it is just the loner deck, yeah. Yeah, they're just running into my BLS for lethal. Yeah, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I think the next few upcoming weeks, I might play it a little bit more loosely and stream a couple of times a week, but not have a schedule. Mostly just because of work stuff. Well, it might not even be the next couple of weeks. Just there's a couple of weeks in March where I have to work extra hours, like for 2 of the weeks in March. So I'm gonna have to be up earlier, which means probably not gonna be doing much weeknight streaming on those weeks. Maybe a little bit, but like that's why I don't want to commit to anything, you know. Just trying to figure that out, I guess. Horus's Servant could have been a Metamorphosis target. It could have, actually, yeah. Oh, did they... Did people still do this? Did they close out when they lost the coin flip? It's Go format! This is where the coin flip matters the least! Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, it could also be a legit game disconnection, but... Some people just, like, Alt F4 out when they lose the coin flip if it's not ranked, which is, yeah. Gotta watch out for Thousand Eyes Restricted Loner deck, just got me the win. It's a good card. The gloating screen of death, yeah, really, though. But I mean, really, this, like, this losing or winning the coin flip matters, like, so much less here. What's up, X of Spades? Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Ooh. We have Rhoda and Smoke Grenade. We have the hand rip. Of course, we rolled one of our non-royal smoke grenades, but maybe we'll top deck one of our royal ones, and we'll get 2 hand rips. Okay, set 1, set 2, set 3. We are doing some Gear Freed combos, yep. It's funny how, like, in this format, you can't actually... Ah, it's a loner again. You can't actually always set everything that's, like, playable in your hand because of, like, Heavy Storm. Oh, hey, look at that. We just got Gear Freed anyway, so we don't even have to Rhoda yet. That's actually fine because we have a lot of, like, toolbox targets for Rhoda, and we might need one of them later, but... I summon Gear Freed to Iron Knight. Go ahead and equip that, and F, and pop, and F, and let me see your hand. Magician of Faith, Horus's Servant, and another level 4. Alright, let's get rid of the Magician of Faith, I guess? I don't care about this card at all. I don't really think I care about this, so I guess we'll just get rid of Magician's Faith. Magician of Faith, rather. I'll battle here. If they have, like, a Sakuretsu armor, I can always book a Moon. And they won't be able to battle over Gear Freed, because it's got 1600 defense. No. We're good. You've already won again. I mean, more like smoke grenades are a pretty fucking good card. Having the hand knowledge, especially in this kind of a format, is like so good. Information is very, very valuable in this kind of a meta where like your opponents, the stuff in their hand is gonna be like what they have to play with for the next couple of turns. Loner doesn't have Sakaretsu armor. That is good to know. That is very good to know, actually. Okay, so there's two unknown cards, card in hand and the face down. We know the two of them in hand are Horse Servant and Horse level 4. Thousand Eyes, they do have the Thousand Eyes. Bit the bullet for a pot of greed? No. Not necessary. I think even if this had been a longer event, I probably would have done it. Hey, look, it's another combo piece. I could Rhoda from Mystic Swordsman level 2 here, just in case this isn't one of the two monsters I saw already. I think we can Rhoda here anyway. I really almost just said to bait out the Ash, goddamn. I really almost just said we can Rhoda here to bait out the Ash because we already have DD Warrior Lady. Those were almost the words that left my mouth. That's really fucking funny, actually. The Ash brain rot. Yeah, really, though. That's good. That's good. Oh, I think this would do well as a proper event as well. I think Edison would be a better proper event, but I don't think this would have been terrible either. It would have been more interesting than a lot of current Master Duel events, I'll tell you that. They activated my body as a shield. Whoa, what is this face sound monster? I mean, it's probably still just like... You know what? I'm going to battle with a token just in case that's like a flip effect monster. Could be a rat. Oh, it could be a rat. Okay, well, we have Blast with Chain and DD Warrior Lady, so... Well, is rat in the loner? This is the loner, right? It's a morphine jar? It could be that. I don't know if that's in the loner. Loner doesn't have rat. Okay. I do think it's a loner because of the Horus' servant. Ugh, Metamorphosis. Okay. Yeah, we don't have to do this yet. I wonder if I should Book a Moon or Blast with Chain. I could probably just Book a Moon, honestly. I'll just do that. Extra deck? Oh, it's only got 3 cards, yeah. Okay, I don't think this face down monster is anything. I don't think I need to Blast with Chain it. Hey, Exiled Force actually isn't bad here because I could battle and then pop. Do it that way. I'll just get rid of their Thousand Eyes Restrict now before I forget to. Alright, let's just get rid of their face down monster now. Oh, it's Twin-Headed Behemoth, okay. During the end phase, this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed, not by battle, just destroyed. Okay. Back in the day when this card was limited because you couldn't keep track of which copy of Twin-Headed Behemoth had actually been destroyed. Real reason why this card was limited, by the way, even though it was a once per duel effect. It was really funny. It was actually hilarious. Well, I think out of Rotted, actually, because it used to be once per duel per copy, and that's why it was limited. That's what it was. I remembered it. Is there a Penguin Soldier? Probably. I have to imagine there is, right? Alright, I still don't need to Blast with Chain yet. Injection Fairy Lily is actually not a bad draw at all, but out of some DD Warrior Lady. 6 cents? I mean, that would make sense because that card came out a long... I know that's an old OCG card, even though we didn't get it until like 2013. Oh, fuck. Magician of Faith, that's not ideal. Let's see if they add Scapegoat. Yeah, I figured. That's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Even if they have another Metamorphosis, we have an out. We have the Blacksmith Chain. Very glad I haven't used that yet. Even if it's gonna ask me. Well, let's look at my toggle set to on for that's for ranked ladder for when I'm playing with like Wanted and stuff. Also, Untapped doesn't really like the dual trial, does it? It's just holding the auto import screen instead of the deck list. Alright, yep, here's the Scapegoat. They still have Horus's Servant and Horus 4 in hand. We actually know that, and they have one unknown. Which is whatever they drew for turn, because we knew they had the Scapegoat as well. They don't have a meta target anymore? Is that why they're conceding here? So they just don't have an out to this? It's kind of funny, actually. This deck's a little... Okay, this is actually doing a little better than I thought it would. Let's see if we can, see if we can get all 3 of our wins. I mean, I'm sure we can. It's just a matter of how long, right? All 3 of our wins with this, little gear-freed combo deck we got going on here. What in the coin flip? Nice. Scapegoat tokens can be used for meta. But they don't have a, but Foxy was saying they don't have 1,000 eyes in the extra deck anymore. The only targets are level 7. Okay, we have the gear freed, but no equip cards. Well, I was gonna say we could draw one. I keep forgetting about that draw for turn on turn 1. No cards in this extra deck, which is kind of interesting. You know, summoning Injection Fairy Lily is actually a pretty interesting gambit here, because then it kind of really limits what they're able to do battle-wise, right? I'm gonna just do that. I'll set both of these. Because Heavy Storm and Giant Trinity are URs, I think very specifically in this Master Duel event, it's less likely for them to be on it. So I'm not as, like... It's not, I don't think it's as risky to set multiple cards as it would be. Yeah, they're more likely to have single target removal. They did it on the Ring of Destruction, right? Yeah, that's fine. Gadget Loner has no extra deck. Good to know. Thank you. Deck profile on Sinful Spoils Rescue variant when the support arrives. Yeah, I think I was planning on doing one this season even before the new Rescue Ace support arrives. It's the rat! It probably is the gadget deck then. Never forget Fairy's old OCGR was a violation of the Geneva Convention. Does it have to do with her having like the red cross, right? Instead of hearts, she actually had like a red cross. Heavy Storm is in all the loners. Oh, good to know. So it is actually commonplace to see it. Wow, I think I might not even battle over this giant rat. Like, what if I just normal summon Gear Freed, set Blast Chain, and pass, and then I'm like... Bet. I'll wait for you to battle your rat into it, and then I'll just pop it with Blast of Chain. You won't get to search out your gadget and start your advantage engine. Pot of Greed's in all of them too. Okay, that makes sense. Ah, they already got their advantage engine. It's a little annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Suicide Prohibition and call Heavy Storm. Yeah, we'll do this. Beep. Hell yeah. Ah, so good. This is any card, too. Being able to destroy any card at this point in time of the game is, like, that's pretty fucking good effect, honestly. This Sinister Serpent has been doing nothing, honestly. I might... Oh, we have Metamorphosis. I was gonna say, and enemy controller. It's like... Maybe I should be playing like a Lightning Vortex as well or something. That's actually not a terrible idea. If Lightning Vortex is legal. Lightning Vortex was what? Flaming Eternity? So yeah, it is definitely legal. Because I know Sacred Phoenix is around. The fact that we're not playing with Priority and Errata. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not going to be the same as a result of that. I mean, we saw that earlier with using Ring of Destruction on Tribe Infecting Virus. Before I had a chance to call war. I mean, we lost that duel anyway, but to be fair, you know, that definitely mattered in that one instance. Yeah, this is good music, definitely. Oh yeah, there's Lightning Vortex right there. Yep. Pitching Marshmallow. I could Chain Book a Moon here. Is that even good? No, because it only has 1,000 defense. Okay. The Gadget can just run it over anyway. I mean, this is the Gadget deck at work right here. This was the Gadget strategy. The idea is that, like, you can play all these cards like Fissure and Smashing Ground and Lightning Storm just blow up your opponent's monsters, and, like, you're always going to have another Gadget to just keep getting in that chip damage. This is Agony. God, I know it, right? We got another Gear Freed, so we at least have another body. That's, like, bigger than a Gadget. But, again, it's so easy for them to just have another Fissure or another Smashing Ground. I know, right? The Gadgets in particular are, I think, the biggest difference between our GOAT formats. I will say, I do think that OCG's GOAT format is more interesting. Marshmallow wasn't in our GOAT format, although this is not a particularly interesting card. There's a few things. There's honestly, like, a few notable things. Tribe Infecting Virus. Okay, this is actually fine, because, yeah, they can activate. That destroys all face-up monsters of the declared type. I'm sorry, warrior monsters? What are you talking about? I don't have any warrior monsters. That's really weird, opponent. Why'd you declare warrior monsters randomly? There's no warrior monsters on the field. They conceded. Oh, that's funny. That's good. Alright. You know what? That was, we did that quicker than I thought we were going to. I mean, it was still an hour and a half to get 3 wins. Pickle Placebo? Yeah, we'll watch your replay here. Well, you don't have any warriors. Alright, just a couple of SRs. I mean, this is why, you know, I honestly don't do loners in general. Because I kind of don't think 3 wins for 1 pack is a good use of time. But this one is fun. I know a lot of people were kind of, like, eager to see this one too. So, thought I'd go ahead and show it off here. Yeah, we'll take a look at Pickled Placebo's replay. We got 6, 4, 8, 9, 5, 0, 2, 0, 6. Trigandies. That's good. Thank you for the follow, Starlord J. Hope you are doing well. Alright, the one from the event. Wait, is that gonna be... Yeah, Tryout Duel. Versus Old School. I almost kind of want to play more in the event, actually. I was gonna do ladder as soon as I got my 3 wins, but like, I kind of want to play a little bit more. All right, looks like we are on the Horus Loner here, starting off with the call. I'm still not used to that. The turn 1 draw. Okay, so yeah, these are the 3 then from the 3 extract monsters. That is from the Horus deck. We get to King Dragoon out the Horus level 6 immediately, off to a great start. Setting opponent's going to T-set. We get to Call of the Haunted the Fuse. This is like textbook, like what this deck wants to be doing. Like, could not imagine a better opening from the loner here. Are we gonna OTK them? Wait. Did we just, like, OTK our opponent? Oh my god. We actually just straight up OTK'd them with the 2004 loner. Holy shit. That was wild. I think that's, like... I don't think you could sculpt a better hand with this deck, honestly. That was pretty insane. It looks like it was a mirror, too, because they set their Fusilier as well. That was wild. That was good. All right, we got another replay from Jarius here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Yeah, I'm definitely more open to watching some replays now that we've gotten to play our event games. Let's see, 310, 592. Top 1 against Big Bear. This one's going to be a ranked duel. So let's see what we got here. Red Eyes mixed Snake Eyes is toxic. Red Eyes and Snake Eyes, huh? Does Red Eyes have level 1 fire monsters? Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Red Eyes Black Chick is dark, though, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we're on Dinomorphia. Adding the Theriza, they're going to draw on Lockbird. Joke's on them. We're not even going to add off Theriza we set, so they're going to have to Valor the Theriza as well. Trap Tricks mentioned. Oh yeah, there's 2 in the hand. I was going to say where, but yeah, there's 2 in the hand there. So we get to set 3 and pass. Yeah, that Joel did literally nothing. Of course, our opponent couldn't have really... I mean, I guess they did see us Fossil Dig for Theriza. I mean, there's still no reason not to Joel there, I guess, but... No level 1 fires in Red Eyes. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Red Eyes Snake Eye then. I don't necessarily see how that'd be better than the other variant, but... Maybe there is a synergy I'm not aware of. Alright, Snake Eye Ash is going to add the Poplar. We're going to throw out the Frenzy here. Going to send from the main and extra Diplos and the... What is it? The Pterodactyl. The one that never gets summoned. It only ever gets sent off of Frenzy. Or at least I've never seen it summoned. What does it even do, actually? I've only ever seen this card be used as a material for Vexterm. Hang on. Where life points are 2,000 or less, do not pay life points to activate trap cards or Dinomorphia monster effects. You will use the following each. Once per turn, your opponent activates a monster effect to inflict damage with their attack. Destroy by battle. Oh, okay. Well, that's why it's not played. It's not particularly great. I mean, it's not like I was gonna say it's not terrible, but it's really not. Compared to what other monsters you could summon in Dinomorphia, I don't think it's the best. Time in the round. That's good. Face Snake Eye Pearly. That makes sense. Level 1s and all that fun stuff. Even if Pearly doesn't have a level 1 fire in archetype. I mean, really, you could, in theory, blend Snake Eye with a lot of decks. Okay, so they're battling with the Flamberge. We're going to use the Rexterm F to lower down their board. But that does mean they get to battle over with the Snake Eye Ash. We get to bring back Diplos and use the effects. Send to be intact. We're going to battle with Diabel, and then, yeah, they still can't battle over either Kent Regina or Rexterm here. You can activate Strike. That's fair. Oh, they have Relinquished Anima. Wow. That ended up being a really, really good out for our Rexterm here. Holy shit. That was actually ridiculous. But looks like we are going to have the counterplay here. We're going to activate the Dinomorphia Intact here, negating the Link Karibo. Battling into their anima with the Kent Regina. And then we're going to use Alert to bring back the Rexterm yet again. Ah, oh, good stuff. They get to pull out their Flamberge from the spell Trap Zone. But, yeah, we're just going to Rexterm. Ah, yeah. Now you know we're Dinomorphia gaming when we're at life points that don't end in 5 or 0. 38 life points, BB. Kent Regina at 3,962 attack points. That's fun. That's always fun. We've got the Dinomorphia Sonic. We've got the Dinomorphia Brute. We've got a Trap Trick. We are very well set up for our opponent's turn here. I'm going to start with the Called By. We're going to chain the Trap Trick here. Funny number. Funny haha. Funny ha. Ferret Flight. Okay. When I play against Dinomorphia, like, I think Rex Term is actually kind of interesting to play around sometimes. Like, I will say, if you're gonna make a boss monster be a skill drain, I think this kind of a skill drain effect is, like, again, at least interesting to play through sometimes. But when it comes to this deck, this is my least favorite card when playing against them. Ferret Flames. It's so, like, because there have been so many times where I'm, like, just about ready to out the Dynamorphia board, and then they're just like, Ferret Flames. And it's like, 9. We paid 9 life points. Just have small monsters like Sarah. Yeah, thankfully our Dynamorphia traps are going to prevent us from taking damage there. 4,310 life points. 10 life points! Yeah, this will be it right here, though. This Camp Regina is going to smack them for lethal. Hell yeah, good stuff, Jarius. Thank you very much for that submission there. Alright, I think we are... Yep, no other replays in the chamber right now. How am I feeling? What do I want to do here? Do I want to do dual trials some more? Do I want to do ranked ladder? If I was going to do ranked ladder, what deck would I want to play? Probably something... Probably more Snake Eye. I could play TG Snake Eye. Let's see here. What do I feel like doing? I think I might actually just play... I think I might just play a little more dual trial, honestly. I might go for another, like, 30-ish minutes, and then I might call it, just because my shoulder is, like, getting a little stiff. So I might just do a little shorter stream today. Your TCG deck? Oh, hell yeah. Which one? Oh, Trap Tricks? Right on. Benny May Sana. Alright. More play on dual trial means Konami takes it seriously. That could be true. I'm not sure how they track that. Oh, my kingdom for a Gear Fade with 2 Blast of Chain here. Although, you know what? Just set up the Kotetsu. I'll set one of the Blast with Chain. Not both of them, though. Got the Sword Soul structure I've drawn into my one of Protos every game since then. That's a good one of to draw into, to be fair. That's not bad. Not a bad one. Not that I think you were complaining, but if it's like, you know, there's a lot of decks where drawing the one of every game is pretty bad, but Sword Soul drawing the one of Protos every game is pretty good. Alright, let's see what they end up doing here. Mechanical Chaser! Ah, this is the loner deck. I was gonna say it's not good, but yeah, I think it's just because it's the loner deck. Oh, why didn't I bottomless that? That was dumb. I would love to see my opponent's reactions when they attack into Iron Blacksmith Kotetsu, and then I add some. I might play another one of these. Shit, like it's pretty good. Nah, I think we probably only need the one, honestly. Got hit by ads in the last minute of replay. No, I'm sorry about that. It was a really good replay, though. Thank you very much for the submission there. I'll just set DD Warrior Lady. I'll hedge here a little bit. Smoke Grenade's a pretty interesting card. Yeah, there's the red gadget. I really should have bottomless that Mechanical Chaser. I'm probably not going to use get many other opportunities to use bottomless again. Oh, you know what? I could also try out that other deck I was thinking about building. I might do that after this game. The other deck being Reasoning and Monster Gate Turbo. Just into, like, Cyberstein. Or Demok. Or maybe Sacred Crane. I don't know. Well, maybe not that one. But the thing about that kind of deck is, it's like, you know, It's not going to be necessarily optimal if I'm playing it without Heavy Storm and Giant Trunade, but it's probably fine. Yeah, this time I'll definitely activate. Alright, end of phase. I'm gonna Dust Tornado. Just this one. You know what? I will set my Blast with Chain. I might need it. Who knows? Another DD Warrior Lady. Wow. Really wanted that Gear Freed. Would be really good right here. Solemn Judgment. That's 100% fine. Are you kidding me? Why would you Solemn the DD War? Maybe, I guess if you don't have any, like, Fissures or Smashing Grounds in your deck, but, like, that's what those were for. That Solemn Judgment is wild. Oh, I could be playing a Solemn Judgment. What am I doing? Why aren't I playing that card? Excuse me. Sometimes you do have to ask yourself the question, though, is like, how worth it is Solemn Judgment in a format like this? Like, it's probably still fine, but it's like, I guess really the more question you have to ask is like, how many plays in this format, especially if you're at full life points, are actually worth half of your life points? Like, worth paying half your life points to stop? The answer is still definitely like a non-zero amount, but... There we go. There he is. There's our man. Alright, let's see what they have going on in hand. With any luck, they'll only have the one gadget, and we can just rip it. Oh, they definitely don't have one gadget. Also, yeah. I'm gonna take your limiter removal. Alright. That definitely works. They just have a bunch of gadgets and a Cyber Tech Alligator. I don't even need to use my Blast with Chain yet. This is kind of wild how good this is. I can bottomless the Cyber Tech. Alright, yeah, so they literally have 3 gadgets, Cyber Tech Alligator, and 1 unknown. So they didn't actually have Fissure or Smashing Ground. Their Solemn Judgment makes a little bit more sense now. Now, if they lead with Fissure or Smashing Ground, I can still chain Blast the Chain. They're not. They're just going to summon a green gadget. They're not even going to try to summon Cyber Tech Alligator. It makes me a little bit anxious about whatever they drew, honestly. This probably was a Fissure or a Smashing Ground. It was a face-down card. Well, I can pop that during the end phase. This Blast with Chain is ridiculous for this point in the game. It destroys any card on the field, not just a monster. Yeah, fuck your Sakuretsu armor. Yeah, fuck you, buddy. Oh, that's good. Alright. This deck has been fun. I like this deck a lot. I liked this deck a lot when I was a kid, too. This was a fun deck to play when you were a kid because it was actually, like, not that hard to build. So I think Gear Freed was a common in the... I know it was a super in Pharaoh's Servant, but I think it was a common in the Joey starter deck. It's like Smoke Grenade was a common, Blast with Chain was like a normal rare. And Blast with Chain already made my Playground deck anyway, like when I played back in the day. I was like, hell yeah, a surprise attack boost that can destroy a card sometimes? Let's go. Mystical Space Typhoon. On the Blast with Chain? No, it's fine. Alright. I don't think this is lethal still. 400, 15, 19. No, this isn't lethal. Do I have any spells in the yard I really want to pick up? It's literally just Smoke Grenade. Alright, I'll set Night Assailant then. Actually value the monster destruction more highly here. It probably sounds a little bit weird, but you know, again, we know 2 of the cards in their hand are, I think 2 of the cards are Random Gadget, Cybertech Alligator, and then Unknown, right? So it's like, hand ripping doesn't really do that much here, honestly. I guess we did already have Bottomless, to be fair, but it's like, being able to pop one of the smaller monsters too might end up coming up, especially with their life points being so low. Sure. Alright. That's like a textbook Gearfried control game. God, I'd go to it too as well. If I'd actually wanted to craft a second one of those, it'd make this combo even more consistent. I want to make a new deck though. Let's play Cyberstein. Let's play a very stupidly strong card. Let's see. Can Monster Gate into it. Boom. Magic. And play you for sure. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just jam, like, literally the strongest fusion monsters, because why not? Although, to be fair, there might be, like, Metamorphosis cards we end up playing or something like that. Demok in phase. Is this... Oh, this is a Rotted! Fuck. Okay, never mind. We're not playing that. I didn't even think about that. Good call, Morgana. Good call. Alright, let's make a couple more of these. See, we always play MST. Again, the Trinated Heavy Storm would be a lot better here. Yeah, I want to play this deck as well with Demok. Yeah, you know, no Demok really doesn't make this sound that much more appealing, does it? Damn, you erratas! Oh my god, I legitimately hate erratas, and like we're seeing exactly the reason why right here. Like, go figure, when you completely change a card's text, it kind of like ruins it for all intents and purposes. Pac-Man time? I'd probably just play more Gearfried before I played Pac-Man, honestly. I think I'll probably just do that. And of course I deleted my deck already, so yeah, that's fine. We'll just rebuild it real quick. Actually, am I gonna do that? Gear filled? Is that what I just typed? But the pure advantage. True, but I don't know. I think this one's more fun. Oh, blast with chain, not from chain. Plus, again, I don't think I'm ever going to get to use these at any other time. Alright, let's go Donnie Z. Play a single copy of that. South Force will definitely play a copy of. Swordsman level 2 we'll play a copy of. Let's see. I never played this format IRL, so Pac-Man is very funny to play. Pac-Man was a thing that, like, I never saw that much in my local area, but yeah, it was definitely a thing back in the day. Because when did I start going to locals? I started going to locals when... I remember them handing out Pharaonic... Well, I went to KB Toys a couple of times... you know, back when they first started doing tournaments ever. I also went to Toys R Us a couple of times too. But my first like local, where I started going like every week and kept going from there on out, and there were like actually, you know, good players there, was at a comic book shop, and I think they were giving out Pharaonic Guardian as the booster pack when I started going there. Which was still very, very early into Yu-Gi-Oh's history. I would have been like, what, 10, 11 years old, I think? Alright, what else was in this? What else was in this deck? I'm a little upset we end up having to dismantle it, but yeah, that's all good. Now we got the BLS, of course. Yeah. Oh, that was so good, that game. We summoned that. Sheen of Faith. I'll play the Sinister Serpent again. You know what? I'll play a Lightning Vortex to make at least a little bit more sense. As well as, of course, the Metamorphoses. Torrential. Got Call the Haunted already. Rhoda, get Call. We definitely want that. Not making another one. Oh, here I still have the list open on this other tab here. We got, I'll play Injection Fairy Lily. Enemy Controller was pretty good. So was Book of Moon. Book of Mood. That's Kotetsu. We can't forget the Iron Blacksmith Kotetsu. Ring Destruction, wherever it is, right here. Last Will? It's not legal, right? Yeah. What else was there? Chaos Emperor, I'm pretty sure is not legal. Nope. I need more dark monsters. What dark monsters was I playing? It was, oh yeah, Night Assailant. No, I didn't spell that right at all. There we go. And then Mask of Darkness. We'll play a copy of that. Breaker. That was another dark monster we were playing. Sengen isn't legal, right? Yeah, Sengen's not legal. That's how many dark monsters? 1, 2, 1, 2. No, that's not dark. 1. I meant to click this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd like at least a couple more. Play like another Donnie Z. Could play. What else was I playing before? I'm trying to remember now. Can you just fill up the extra deck for fun? Yeah, I mean, mostly we do want Metamorph. Oh, Jinzo. That was another dark monster I was playing. I haven't actually drawn yet. I guess I could just sort by dark. Do we have Needle Sealing? I don't think we need Needle Sealing. It's not a bad card, but it's more of a sideboard card. Oh, we could play. That's Reflect Bounder would be an interesting light, but I don't think we need another dark monster. I think we're probably fine. In that case, I could just play. I don't know, like. I had Bottomlesses before. I think Sakaretsu Armor is probably better. Sack Armor. Nope, not Bookmark. I want Fusion. Boom, boom, boom. Those are the levels we can make. Ojama King, it's like, this one's the UR though, so I'm not gonna craft it, but you could play it if you wanted to, but like, Blowback Dragon, if we need to go into that off BLS, isn't bad. There's a couple of relevant 6s off of Metamorphosis, like Ryu Senshi and Darkblade. That's pretty much it, though, for this deck. If we had 5s, we could do Dark Balter the Terrible, which would be relevant, but nah, I think we're good. You know what? Fusionist isn't relevant, but having lights and darks is actually relevant, so like we could do that. That's a dark monster. I don't know. I guess for the most part, we can just like toss random stuff in here again. Sure, we'll go like you. I don't know. We'll just like fill it. And Punish Eagle. Why not? Alright. Oh, Solemn Judgment, that's right. Yeah, we'll find that, actually. That's a good card. I think that's probably good enough to have here. Needle Stealing is pretty good against Goat, but there's a lot of decks in this format that it's not that great against, because doesn't it need face-up monsters specifically, right? If I'm recalling correctly. You know, this... Nah, I will Rhoda. I was gonna say I might not actually Rhoda here, but that'd be super greedy to not Rhoda here. I wonder what the best... You know what, given my hand... maybe I shouldn't have Rhoda, actually. Because I could see myself wanting Donnie Z next turn. Or maybe Gear... Yeah, I don't think I actually should have Rhoda. That sounds really weird, but I think that actually would have been right. Donzalu's kind of greedy. I think DD Warrior Lady is probably the best choice, but I have 2 Sakaretsu armors. Yeah, fuck it, I'll take Donzalu. Yeah, if I wasn't going to summon Donzalu, I definitely shouldn't have activated Rhoda. I don't think I summoned Donzalu here either. Is there a fusion monster that is weaker than the 2 materials? Probably. I think there is, actually. I think Fusionist might be the monster. I know there is one. I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember what it is. But it's like weaker than the materials combined, yeah. Vanilla fusions were so funny. I think the biggest drawback of vanilla fusions wasn't even like... Well, there was a lot of things going against them, right? But I think the main thing going against them was needing, like, exactly 2 monsters, you know? Like, fusions back in the day were never, like, you know, a beast plus an earth or something like that, right? It was always, like, this named monster plus this named monster. It was just, like, blah. It is fusionist, okay. 200 less total stats than one of its materials, but 100 more attack. Gotcha, okay. Alright, well, this kind of ended up working out unless this is like a Sakaretsu armor, which in that case we have Book of Moon, so... Can start hand-ripping them here. Oh, it's Call of the Haunted. That's actually still fine because we have Ring of Destruction. Yes, I want to continue the attack. Oh, but why can't I activate it? Oh, because it's a Rotted. That's right. I thought I was going to be able to use it, but it's not Old Ring of Destruction. I forgot. Ah! Alright. I guess I'll do this. I could do it on my own monster. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Errata Rip. Yeah, really, though. Alright. If they have the Call of the Haunted up, I don't think they're going to Heavy Storm. His attack is less than or equal to the life point. Yeah. During your opponent's turn, that was the main bit of it, honestly. Shining Angel as well. We can take care of both of them. Oh, fuck. That doesn't... it's fine. Let's do this now. Yeah, Ring of Destruction is definitely notably worse. Mostly not being able to use it on your turn, I think, is pretty big. Oh, Nolan of Crossout we had before. I think I'd like that again, too. If I didn't put it in, I don't think I did, actually. Yeah, you know what? I just want to put those cards in now. I definitely didn't lose that game just yet, by the way. Like, I definitely could have kept going, but yeah. Probably only gonna play a couple more games anyway, to be fair, but let's see. I actually don't think I like that. Alright, we're gonna put in Solemn. I'm going to take out Ring, actually. Oh, Solemn's at 3. That's right. Do I actually want to play Solemns? Like, is that even actually good? I'm sure it is, isn't it? Play a couple of them. And then... anything else I want to take out for a third one? Heavy Storm is in the format. That is very true. That is very true. Jinzo has not, like, come up at all. You know what? Jinzo's still really good, though. Could play 41. No, not in this format. You don't play 41. I'll take out a Magician of Faith. We don't need 3. That's true. Omni Negate at this point in history is pretty good. But it's like I was saying before, too. You do have to be at least a little bit pickier with what you end up negating. Just because half your life points, like I said, can actually be a big ask sometimes. Moff's kind of bit without power cards. Very true, very true. Yeah, if you like to submit a replay, that's fine. We can do that. Okay, turn 1 to here. Ooh. Then I'm going to start by setting Kotetsu and Blast with Chain, and then we'll just set up the gear for you to play. Ladder of this format would take years to climb. Yeah, you would definitely need to, like, require less games per rank up. Alright, set 2, say go. It's not bad for me, actually. Ooh. That's 1 smoke grenade. Let's get another. Funny thing is, depending on what their hand looks like, I might not even, like, use the second one right away. Torrential, boo. Let's pull up the back row. 2 Royal Smoke Grenades. You're telling me. You're telling me. Oh, that's destroyed by a game mechanic, not by a card effect, though. Okay, whatever. Because that doesn't go to another chain link. Because the chain link resolves in torrential. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. Again, it's like I've been saying, like, why do you think I'm playing this deck? It's like I'm never going to get to use these again. That's why I would always play the Braver Hand Rip and add Emancipator too, when Smoke Grenade was legal. Alright. To battle. Oh, excuse me. Whew. This is the second time one of our Mystic Swords in level 2s got cylindered. Could just make an unlimited lobby? That's true. Magic Cylinder, Torrential Tribute, no extra deck. Is this another loner, I wonder? Penguin Soldier, there they are! Eat them! This is like the worst Penguin Soldier ever! You're bouncing my Mystic Sword from level 2? Sure. You got it. You got it, Chief. There he is! Pengu! Damn, we love Penguin Soldier in this chat. This is a very cute card. And a very good one, too. Where's my Great Emperor? Your Great Emperor is like... When did that card come out? I think it's like 15 years away from existing? That card came out in 26... No. I have no idea when that card came out. That was another penguin soldier. That's good. I almost didn't blow it up because I was like, what if it's just another penguin soldier? And then it was. Now let me cheat so I can play penguins. To be fair, there was penguin support. It just only existed in the anime and didn't exist in reality. For Vengeful Bog Spirit. Monsters cannot attack the turn they are summoned. Okay, that's fine. That is A-okay with me. Playing Smoke. Yeah, we're playing a Gearfried the Iron Knight deck. Monsters can attack the turn they are summoned, period. Okay. Alright, let's see what they do here. I was gonna say they're probably gonna set another monster. Messenger of Peace. Okay, that's actually fine. That's actually completely fine with our current setup here. Why are you playing both of these cards in the same deck? That's weird. This card's not very good. Vengeful Bog Spirit, even back in the day, is just not that great. That's a great draw. I actually think I MST the Vengeful Bog Spirit and not the Messenger of Peace. Despite me saying it's not that great, I am in a very unique position where I can play under the Messenger of Peace. Yeah, we're getting rid of the Bog here. Fury triggers in any battle during damage calc. So I can still declare an attack with her, and then I should be able to still pump her, too. Oh, do they have another one? They have another one! They have another Solemn! They have another Solemn. They do, though. They got past priority again. They 100% have another Solemn. That was... They got past priority again. I know they did. Yeah, Needleworm. So this would deal 3,400, but would not be lethal because I don't have a blast with chain down. So I am not going to activate this right now. Because I only have 3,175 life points as well. So. Yeah, I'll sell one of these. Why not? What a time to be alive, so. To be fair, that could happen today as well. It's just not nearly as common, of course. It wasn't common back then, to be fair. It was not common back in the day, either. People did not play Solemn Judgment a lot because people generally thought paying half your life points wasn't worth it. Ukazi. That actually does not prevent me from activating Fairy Lily. I can still pay for it. And level limit area B doesn't stop her either. I really hope their last card isn't like Magic Cylinder. Nah, it's damage calc. They would have had to negate the attack already. Fairy Lily for the win! Fairies... there was a reason! There's a reason Injection Fairy Lily was limited. By the way, the card was actually just really strong back then. Had someone saw my red reboot of their first Solemn, it was demoralizing. I could definitely see how... Your replay examine, I'm sorry. I always do this. We'll watch both these replays after this game. Oh, what's up, Asher? Yeah, for real. Injection Fairy Lily is just so good. So good. I mean, one of the reasons to play it is to be able to play under... Wow, this is quite a hand, isn't it? Oh, this hand begs for a Gearfried. Come on. Not a gear free, but it is at least a playable monster. We don't need to... you know what? I think I will actually set Blast with Chain. Just in case we top deck gear freed. Yeah, this is fine. I'm not doing too bad. Hope you are doing well, Hasher. Put us on 50 cards. Opponent definitely brought their playground deck. Maybe not. Maybe not. They have an Omen of Cross out here. I think this is a point in time where, ironically, just because of how long games go on, like, I think above 40 is just unoptimal for that reason. Like, top decking the card when you need it ends up being, like, super relevant. I'm going to Exiled Force this face down card just in case it's like a flip effect monster I don't want to deal with. We're still playing outside of Imperm columns. We are. Listen, some habits die hard. What can I say? I mean, we had that moment earlier. You know what? I could metamorphosis into a 4 in battle if I really wanted to. Oh, it's too bad they banned... You know what? If the Warrior Lady was in the graveyard and not banished, I think I would actually metamorphosis for Dark Fire Dragon to have a dark and a light. But because Warrior Lady's banished, I'm just gonna pass. No, we did have that moment earlier of like talking about baiting the opponent's Ash Blossom with our Rhoda. Only it'd be like, oh yeah, it's 2004. Blasting Fuse. Oh, that's right. There are still Column Matters cards. We're adding back the Nolman, I imagine. If we sack for Mobius, we're the greatest player ever. Magical Marionette. Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card when that spell card resolves. Gains 2 to attack. Move 2 spell. Oh, this is definitely someone's playground deck. This is 100% someone's playground deck. Take care of Toad. Have a good one. Alright, that's not like the worst draw in the world. I do want to draw like a monster that can summon at some point. Magical Marionette. I mean, you could be doing worse things. Dark Magic Curtain. Yeah, this is also Dark Magic Curtain. We did not have this. We did not have this in TCG GOAT format, by the way. This didn't come out until the first premium pack in the TCG, which was well into GX, if not early 5Ds era. You would be surprised how many classic cards we got very late in the TCG. Ah, there she is. There's our girl. Oh my god, our opponent halved their life points too. This is actually insane. Wait, is this lethal? No, we're 100 off. Alright. Playground deck plus staples. Yeah, it definitely seems like it. I don't think I'm going to use Blast with Chain yet if we're 100 off. It is before damage calc. It is damage calc. Okay. Yeah, again, also, 50 cards in this point in time is never optimal. Literally never optimal. I don't think any number above maybe 42 is ever optimal, like, this far back in Yu-Gi-Oh! Swords of Revealing Light. Yep. I just pulled up a Pojo post. Oh my god, that takes me back. 50 cards so you don't draw the hard Garnet Dark Magician. Oh my god, we ripped the Gear Freed exactly when we needed it too. Look at this. We can blow up the swords now. Because the Blast with Chain is actually, I've said this a couple of times now, but it's actually a pretty ridiculous card for this point in the game. I could hand rip them too. I guess I will. Why not? Let's see what's going on. I want to see what else is in this deck. Oh, sweet. Yeah, this was a playground deck. This was a bit of a playground deck, but you know what? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right, now we're gonna watch these replays. I didn't forget this time. I almost did. I felt myself forgetting, and then I stopped myself from forgetting. Because I had this thought of like, oh, I want to actually get into the next duel. I'm actually having a lot more fun than I thought I was going to playing in this meta here. All right, we're going to start with Examines replay. 934, 623, 225. What's up, Elementian? Hope you are doing well. Let's see. Versus 4v4. Oh, this game's from a little while ago. From December 11th. Pot of Greed was newly limited in April 2006. It had just come off the ban list, though. It wasn't at 2. It definitely was not at 2. Like, there was a minute where they banned Pot of Greed and then unbanned it. 2006 is when they unbanned it. Pot of Greed was not at more than 1 before 2006. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Also, we're on Adventure Plunder. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, we're playing through Max C again. I thought, did we see this one? I thought I remembered, or was this another... I thought, I remember seeing a Duel Cup game where we played through Max C with Adventure Plunder. Should get Alfredo. Max C is cringing weak. Hell yeah. Trash talking the format on Twitter, and now you're having fun. Yeah, that was interesting, right? Like, I wasn't even trash talking the format. I, like, made a joke, and then, I don't know, some people got, like... Some people interpret that as me trash talking GOAT, and I was like, I'm not fucking doing that, like, at all. I don't like this format, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy it, you know what I mean? It's like... Although I will say that screenshot that I quote retweeted of, you know... 5 face down monsters and 5 spell and trap cards on each field did make me like physically gag when I saw it. I went like, ugh, ugh, that's disgusting, and not in a fun or good way. It's actually gross. Oh, that other one was against Trap Tricks, I see. Was it one to go for? I think got banned and came back for a bit and then banned forever. Yeah, Pot of Greed. Yeah, that was really interesting when it came back. Can't wait for the Edison version of the current event because I've got Edison Lightsworn deck ready to go. Oh, hell yeah. I hope when they do the Edison version that it's actually, like, a festival. I mean, they won't, though, because that's the thing, right? Festivals are, like, pretty clearly used to promote whatever the latest selection pack is. Like, for example, we had the Synchro and Link one, right? And that just so happened to come out right when Infernobles did, which is a Synchro and Link deck. And then Snake Eye stuff uses mostly Synchros and Links, you know? Or like when they did Fiend and Fairy, like when Labyrinth came out. You know, they always coincide the festival with whatever pack came out. And, oh, they have the Duster for us, but we have the lists, the fusion effects. Yeah, but when, I mean, that's why, I think that's why they haven't done NR or Limit 1 again. Is because those events don't sell packs, right? Like only using the lowest rarity cards and also only using one of every card in the deck is not very conducive to people wanting to buy packs for the festival. So honestly, could make a selection pack that is all the bait. They could actually. That would be a really smart idea, honestly, on their part if they were like, oh, is that a Farfa? That's interesting. If they were like, if they introduced like Edison, GOAT as like, you know, formats you could play in like duel rooms and stuff, and they also introduced a pack with like all the band. I mean, honestly, while I don't want to use UR craft points for banned cards, I would be a lot more willing to spend gems for packs that have banned cards. That would be a very smart move on their part. And include the ones that are still in craftable. Yeah. I know, I agree, Hasher. I think that would be the best way to do it. It would actually be a really smart way to do it, too. What if it's a big historical format community in the OCG, and if so, which are most popular? That's a great question. I have no idea. Alright, we got Morgana and Next Forces replays, and I'm gonna be honest, I'll probably just call it after that. After we watch these replays here. So this is your last warning. Do not submit more replays. I think we're gonna watch these two and then call the stream there. Not a Stardust Dragons the community would have crafted for an Edison event. Yeah, really though. I mean, actually, to be fair, Stardust Dragon is not a bad craft, even Edison notwithstanding. If you play like any deck that has Excel Synchro Stardust in it, the ability to go into like actually use its effect to go into Stardust Dragon is it's really good. It's really good actually. Getting an Ash in a trap deck matchup was unironically very good for Plunder. Makes sense. Alright, discarding. I'm gonna use Dragalier with, what was that, Keldo? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, with Keldo. I think they have a Rudora still, don't they? Or did they use that already? No, they used that already, okay. Alright. Oh, they're still going, wow. Because they have the coup clock. Oh, they're just gonna Solemn here? That's fine. Okay, they didn't end up needing the coup clock, I guess. Unless that Solemn was said this turn, I just missed that. Okay. Welcome Lab. We have the Synchro F. They have a big welcome. It's definitely not as good, because the only thing they can really summon off that is a lady in defense mode. Oh, they're just gonna summon Lovely anyway. And what, bounce her back to the hand? Yeah. It's weird. Oh, wait. Oh, this doesn't actually negate it. That's interesting. That was weird. Why did they summon Lovely off that big welcome? That was a misplay. Wasn't it? Like, I mean, I don't know Lab particularly well, but I don't know why you wouldn't summon Lady there. You could have actually... Well, I mean, we know... They should know that we don't have Ash Blossom in hand. So couldn't they have big welcomed for Lady first, special big... the lady off the big welcome effect, or off her own effect, after getting bounced by big welcome, then done welcome for Lovely, gotten the pop for Lovely, and then also been able to set off of Lady, I think. Lab is so hard to keep track of though, like, it's like, my brain does not work for this deck. I don't know why it doesn't, but it just does not. Okay, we're negating their Dragalier. Coup Clock F is going to return itself to hand. That's fine. They're going to activate. Flick up the punishment. Okay. What they said, Avermax? That's fine. I wonder why they're playing Avermax. I wonder why they sent Avermax. Okay, got the white beard. What's going on here? They're setting... Adding back the Dragalier. Okay, there we go. We're battling it for lethal now. Alright. GG's. Didn't understand that back then. I mean, like I said, I don't understand it now, but... Thank you very much for that replay. Let's see what we got next here. Morgana. 497. 562. 696. I don't think I think I have you added actually. Oh, I don't? Okay, well, now I do. Alright, versus Terminator in the... Yeah, the Terminator duel, yep. Lab is such a fair deck that gets too much hate. See his cringe rate. Yeah, Lab is like totally fine. As far as like hits and stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? World. Oh, I thought this was the 2004 event for some reason. Oh, this was the last festival. The Link. Got it. Wait, wasn't the Link? No, this was the Legacy Festival. Okay, I see. That makes a lot more sense. I saw this and I was like, what the fuck is this doing? Okay, that makes more sense. Got it. Imduke. I know literally nothing about World Legacy or like any of these archetypes, honestly. World Legacy, World Chalice. Yeah, World Legacy would definitely be a little crazy in GOAT format. Well, my lab match has been really enjoyable. I like to play the grind game. GOAT World Chalice. Got the Venus for the Shine Balls. Good stuff. Still never tried that Venus Sprite deck. Not that I had like even an idea for it. Beyond like, oh hey, Shine Balls are level 2. Well, anyway, but nah. I guess the big draw there would be that you would get to... Because if you Venus... Well, okay, no, here's the idea I had. Oh, and this is why I haven't tested it, because I didn't want to craft Christias. Because the idea is that if you, Venus for Shine Balls and go into a Sprite line, that puts exactly 4 fairies in your yard, which is enough to summon Christie at the end of your combo. Which is cute. I don't know if it's good, but it's cute. Give you a list if you want. I made it. It's like okay. I might take you up on that. But if it involves crafting Christie, I'm probably not gonna do it anytime soon. Oh, Exodios. It's good with Ringo and Assault Synchron. Well, that is true, and I have been looking to use those cards. Oh, Ringo with the Shine Balls is actually pretty good, isn't it? Why did we just Pot of Greed? It was probably one of the side effects of... Hang on. Yeah, Ningirsu here. This card 6 summon, draw cards equal to the number of World Chalice monsters this card points to. And it was pointing to 2. Oh my god, we get more. Oh, this is gross. We're just gonna keep recycling them and then summoning them out from the deck. Oh no, it was Avarice. Okay. I totally missed that. I thought it was the, No, I think it was... No, it was the Ningirsu, so we also have Avarice. I see. Yep. Oh my god. This is still turn 1, by the way. Yeah, being able to, like, turbo out these Shine Balls is so good. The Venus not being once per turn and all that fun stuff. Yep, looks like we got the U-Link. You lose. That's what we say to our opponents when we get the... Oh, they're on Dynamis. Interesting. wait, what are they? Oh, okay. Alright, so they're going for the Dinosaur power, adding back the Ceratops. Yeah, that's not going to be enough, is it? And the fact that none of our stuff can be destroyed by battle, too, is, like, so good. Nightmare Unicorn Secret Effect! Nightmare Unicorn Secret Effect. Any co-linked Nightmare monsters are on the field. For your normal draw in your draw phase, draw 1 card for each different card name among those co-linked Nightmare monsters, instead of just drawing 1. You don't play the game. Exactly. It's funny because every now and then I'll read this, I'll play Nightmare Unicorn and I'll read this bottom effect and I'm like, I wonder how often this is actually resolved. Well, Morgana is showing us that it does resolve at least some amount of the time. Getting to draw multiple cards per turn. That was 3 for us this time? That was wild. Hell yeah. Again, I've never seen like a full World Legacy combo like in action before. That's cool. Thank you very much, Morgana. I super appreciate that. And for our final replay, we're going to take a look at Next Force's game. 2 and then 980. Next for us, the no username here. Got a ranked duel here. Oof, 10 turrets. Alright, let's see what we got. Ugh, my shoulder, sorry. Going second. Hey, we're playing lab. Alright, they're gonna wanted. Okay, looks like it's Snake Eye. I saw that Snake Eye. Snake Eye Ash is interesting. Although they must just have another copy. If they don't, if they don't have another copy of Snake Eye Ash, oh my god, that was the most greedy send ever. What could the other three? Oh, it's TG. What could the other 3 cards in hand possibly be that you would send a Snake Eye Ash there? Well, in any case, I'm going to put this in fast forward for their combo line because I think we are just going to see from this point, yeah, the standard TG line into... Now, it'll be interesting to see if they end on a Calamity lock, though, or if they actually end up going for, like a Blazar instead. Wait, actually, I think they screwed their combo line up. They're supposed to have a Tank Grub token. What happened to that? Why don't they have a Tank Grub token? Snake Eye Ash, special summon to activate. Add a Salamander. Summon Salamander. Salamander attributed itself for Tank Grub. Sync for Striker. But they didn't get a token. They might have misclicked? They must have just misclicked and not gotten the token. But they did definitely screw up there by not getting the token. They can't... Oh, no, they're just getting it now. Okay. No, yeah, they're fine now, then. Although, don't they still need another level 1 tuner that they don't have now? Oh, no, they don't. No, they're fine. Because, yeah, oh, they have a Royal Glaive Blaster. Okay, what are you going to do with Gear Zombie? Oh, you have a... Oh. Interesting. Okay. Oh, whoa. Wait, we didn't, Blah. Hang on. We didn't summon, like, anything during... We did summon the level 10. I wonder what our opponent's up to here. Alright, let's take this off fast forward now. Alright, they're gonna Valor our Ariana. We can Lady Lab in response. They're gonna Star Guardian in response to that. And we drew that. Did we draw that Maxi for turn? We did. That's brutal. That's brutal. Alright, now is this gonna... No, well, this is gonna be Blazar, right? Oh, no, it is Crimson Dragon. Oh, they have a Royal Crimson Dragon, too. Wait, so they are going for the Calamity setup? I think they misplayed then, honestly. Okay, here it is. Yeah, the Calamity. We just look at the set. Oh, excuse me. We just look at the set if nothing else. So there is that. They're gonna Diabell send. Was that another Diabell? Yeah, it's like another Diabell there. I still don't think sending the Snake Eye Ash was the right call there. I think that was really greedy on their part. Like, it would have been so easy for that. It would have been so easy for us to like bin on any amount of disruption that could have hit the original Sin, and then you wouldn't have had any follow-up plays because you would have been your Snake Eye Ash. And we do get to skill drain them, so no further plays. Although they do have 4K bodies for us to contend with now. All clear for the Screw Serpent. Making the Wonder. Yep. Doesn't get to pop because monster effect. But yeah, they do get to do extra damage as a result. So Glaive Blaster coming in for the 4K. That's a lot. They get to add back the Booster Raptor, special that, and then just pass over to us. I wonder if that enables them to sync for... I mean, level 6? Like, what would that deck even have at level 6, right? Ugh, that's a terrible time to max C, honestly. Is in response to the Pot of Prosperity of all cards against the lab. It's like, people are so eager to shotgun their max Cs. I don't understand why. Alright, Gozen's got to take out everything but the Glaive Blaster, and they're not going to really be able to do much else now that they're locked into Earths. As far as, like, diversifying their field, I suppose. Okay, we're setting Ariana and passing. Do it because of cash and DML Star? I mean, I guess. I understand that. I just don't think it's worth it, honestly. Well, I mean, especially... it depends, right? I don't think in the situation they're in, it was the best call. Well, because especially if you... Again, we know... If we're our opponent, we know we're up against Lab. So it's like, it's not really that likely we're going to see one of those monsters. And on top of that, it's like... We're in a situation where I think we really need the draws here. Basically in top deck mode, definitely seems like it here. I'm pitching Drillfish for another tank grab. We're playing 2, interesting. It's actually not bad here, though. Well, I mean, there's the Gozen, so it's like, not really much that second tank grab can do anyway. It's not like... Well, there is... I mean, if we play a second Mighty Striker, is it Mighty Striker Earth? It is, so he could Mighty Striker... The token is Earth. There's not really much we can do beyond that under Go. Well, I say we, our opponent. There's not much you can do under Gozen beyond that. All right, looks like we managed to get to the top deck we needed thanks to our trap cards overcoming the TG board there. Thank you for that submission there, Next Force. I think that is going to ultimately do it for me for today's stream. Yeah, I had more fun than I thought I was going to. Playing in the 2004 event. Mostly because Gear Free Control is a cool deck. I'm also glad we didn't face against, like, any egregious burn decks. I was just really afraid of what I was tweeting about earlier happening today, where we play against, like, either a Final Countdown deck or a deck with, like, Skull Invitations and Darkroom of Nightmare. It's just like, you know. But nah, we had a good time. Happy weekend. Hope you have a good day. Same to you, Morgana. Same to you, for sure. And everyone as well. Who is online right now? Who can we raid? No one? No one we follow is online right now? Really? Alright. Okay, I guess we'll just go ahead and call it there then. Take care, have a good one, and stay safe, friends. Bye!